was for the springtime, blue the summer skies, but now the...
Hello guys, and welcome back to another Tweaker Man video. This video is being called Nearly Finished. I've nearly finished the Riga upgrade plinth. Now I just want to run through a few things that I've done to it. So I've added a new weight to the back, counterweight and stub. This is the Michel Techno weight. So as you saw in my previous video, I've done a picture form of how I rewired the RB250 arm. So that's all nicely been rewired. The wire is continuous from the cartridge straight through to the RCA plug, so there's no break in the wire, unlike other arms that have a head shell where you have to put head shell cables in. This doesn't. And the way that Riga had wired this arm originally, there was actually head shell cables, but they were molded into like a grommet at the end. And when I took it apart, the wires were then soldered to another set, so there's also a break in the signal again, which this hasn't got that now. I can't tell you how this sounds at the moment because I'm waiting for some digital scales to turn up to set the arm up properly. I have got a set of digital scales somewhere, but for the life of me I couldn't find them anywhere. So then I set up the I put the platter on, and the sub platter is all fitted on. So that's all nice, all aluminium again. This was just came straight off of the other deck. So that's that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the deck around and show you the back of it. So this is the back of the deck now. There I fitted a power cord into it. This power cord has been made up of a vari-strand again, different size conductors. We've fitted a silver plated MK safety plug, or tough plug, I think this one's called, MK tough plug, on the end. Also fitted inside there a gold fuse, one of my gold fuses, which I rate that everybody else seems to say a snake oil, but hey, you know, you have your own opinions, that's fine. So then this is the RCA plugs and the cable that runs straight through to the cartridge. Okay, this is made by Isokinetics. So it's come up really well, actually. I'm really pleased with it all. So I'm just going to turn the deck over and show you underneath of it now. Right, okay, here's the deck upside down. There's the rewired RB250. These are the interconnects coming off of it. This is where the power cord comes in, just down there. Okay. So that's that, and the switch on the front. And this is the bearing housing there, thermoplastic. This is a very good bearing housing. It works really well. It's lovely and smooth. So that's that. So all there is to do is the lid, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So I've also putting the deck up the right way again now. I've also added a new silicone belt to it. So we're just going to nip on our platter back on there and give it a little spin. I always give it a spin before I turn them on, just helps the motor. So there we go. So it's all timing very well. I put one of the apps on my phone to check the timing of the speed, and it runs extremely accurate. So that's that. So I'm going to show you the lid now. Okay. Right, okay. So, in a previous video, you saw me unpacking the Perspex sheet. So, I made my mould up, ready to shape it all, but it never went to plan. I don't know what to say, it just didn't work as well as I thought it would. So that's that. So, what do we have in this package? I'm going to open it up and show you. So this is really well packed. I don't want to scratch anything here. Well, it's in a box anyway, so we should be alright. Cut all the bubble wrap away. There we go. There we go. So this is also made by Michelle Engineering. Okay. It's really well packed, and this come from a company which I'll show you in a minute. So we need to just do open this box up now. Sides up. There we go, the new lid. So now, this is really made for a lot of the decks that don't have a plinth as such, the more high-end decks. And I spoke to the guys at the place I got it from, and they said it should fit. So I haven't even tried it yet. There you go, it's very nice. So let's put it on and see how it goes. Also set the cartridge up with the cartridge alignment protractor there. As I said, I'm just waiting for the digital scales to come through so I can set it up. Now I haven't tried this yet. I don't even know whether this is going to fit, but I just have a feeling it will. There we go. That just fits on there like that. All it does is just keep the dust off the platter and the arm. Although it still moves about a bit, which isn't great, but there is no other way I could have done it really. So it was, so that's that. But it will just sit in place like that. And when I come to put it on an LP, I'll just take the record clamp off, and then just remove it just to play LPs. But all it does is it just stops the platter getting too much dust on it, because as soon as you put your LP on there, it's just going to get covered in dust again. So I think that looks quite snazzy overall. It looks, it's given it another element to it. It's slightly different to a conventional lid. I didn't really want it. I wanted something to look a bit more spectacular with it. So as you can see, I think that looks really good actually. And price wise, so I got it from this company here called Hi-Fi Fix, and it comes to £59 altogether, which I thought was fairly reasonable. The funny part about it was the mould that I made up was exactly the same as this, and you lay the Perspex on, you heat it up with a heat gun, and you just get another piece of MDF and bang it in to bend it in place. But for some reason I kept on heating it up too hot, and it kept on bubbling, and it was a bit of a mess. So in the end I thought this looks really smart. It's very nice. It's all nicely finished on the edges, so it's still nice and glossy on the edges, and it isn't. The only thing is obviously the you know, this moves a lot, and because of that fabulous bearing housing, that thermoplastic, I mean, this has got such a lovely smooth run to it, this deck now. Well, it did have on the last one, because all I did was removed it from the last one and put it onto this one, but this just spins. It's so quiet and really lovely. And obviously I've topped the oil up in the chamber there as well, with some synthetic oil that I already had for the deck. So I think that's it. I'm not going to do any more videos on this deck. Oh, there's one last thing I wanted to mention. The VTA, the virtual tracking angle. I'm just waiting for another shim to come through because it's not quite right in my opinion. It should have had another 2mm on it just to get the right angle. So I've ordered that, so that should be coming and I'll fit that on. I'm not going to do any more on this deck as far from now, as you know. I think I've covered everything on this deck now. So I think that just about covers this video. I'm going to be rebuilding the record cleaning machine, and the next video coming up will definitely be the XLR interconnects. And the XLR interconnects cable can also be used as a shielded set of interconnects for turntables. So hopefully that I shall try to get that up in the next few weeks. So all I want to say is thanks for watching another Tweaker Man video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to give me a like, and cheers.